Hello everybody, this is Nemo, means no name, back again after a bit of a break. I've had a really busy couple of weeks, but I was telling some people on my channel that, I was going to put a video up, so here it is! I'm back! And not very different. Still look like the stereotypical terrorist with the scarf or whatever, but hey, whatever, the FBI hasn't busted down my door yet, so we'll keep with this disguise someone until I get arrested or something. But for those of you who are new to the channel, again, I would do this because um, I talk about Islamic issues, and I don't want too many people to know I'm Muslim because of the small town I live in. And so, welcome everybody. Assalamu alaikum. How's it going? Today's rant that I'm going on is about compassion in the Islamic religion and the world today, and kind of defending our religion also. The last video I put up, I actually can't remember if it was the last one I did or the one of the last ones though was fighting misconceptions. And a lot of the stuff I hear about Islam is, Islam isn't compassionate, Islam isn't, nice or whatever. But this isn't true. But we have to start with our own, we can't expect everyone else to believe that. We have to show people that we're compassionate, we're outgoing, we're kind and stuff like that. That's part of what Islam is. The Prophet, the Quran itself says that, to harm or to kill an innocent person it's as if to kill all of humanity. But to save one life, to save one innocent person, is to save all of humanity. And that is the basis, that is really the thing that is the quote that got me into Islam. And I love that quote. It's Surah 532, I believe, from the Quran. And you'll have to forgive me, I don't know Arabic, so I can't say like the Arabic translation of it. But, that, to me, that is the essence of the religion. When it comes to interaction with other people, that is the essence of the religion, and I think we have to apply that every day. We have to strive to put that into our lives. And being Muslim, part of the deal is if we run into people who we really disagree with and we argue with, we have to say, you know what, I don't agree with you, but peace be upon you, and have a good day. That's what we have to do. And I didn't do this very well today. It's kind of fallen off. I wouldn't last very long in the desert. But where was I? Oh yeah. Anyway, but that is things that we have to apply in our lives, and we have to be outgoing to the rest of the world to show people that that's the way our religion is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be about suicide bombers and fighting the jihad against the West. That's not the way it works. And we have to defend our religion from oppression and from ourselves. Because really, to me, the greatest threat to Islam is the Muslim community, or the so-called Muslim community. It's people who don't understand this idea of peace. It's people who don't understand this idea of compassion, and they just fall into the stereotypes, and they hurt the religion itself. It's we have to be the ones to go out and explain to people this is not the way. Our religion has been hijacked. When it comes to women's rights, Islam was so far ahead. When it first came into existence, it was so far ahead in women's rights, and it's fallen back so much. With the stuff going on in Saudi Arabia and what the Taliban have done to women, and it's just not right. And we have to be the one. We can't rely on other people to defend us. from this. We as a community have to stand up and say, this isn't right. You shouldn't, as a Muslim, you shouldn't be treating people like this. You should be kind and compassionate to them. And yes, you can get angry about stuff, but you don't go and blow up a school, or we have to address these issues within our own community. And the reason I'm bringing all this up is because, I and it happens with every YouTube video. I mean, there's trolls out there. That happens. But also, but I get these comments like, Islam, religion that if you're saying it's the religion of peace, you're lying. Look at all the bad stuff. Blah, 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 blah. And I made a funny face, but you can't see it. So, uh, it, and then also, the fact that the fact that I'm scared to show my face in America, this country that's supposed to be built on religious tolerance, it that says something. It really says something that of how Islam is viewed, and it's not anyone's fault but ours, really. And it's our job as Muslims and keepers of this faith to go out and show people, how it's supposed to be done. And I'm not talking about shoving the religion down their throats. I'm saying when you run into ignorance, and you can't be angry at ignorance. It's very tempting. I know. I'm on the internet a lot. As a college student, I'm on the internet a lot, and you want to be mad at ignorance. You really do. Really do. There's some times where it's just like, if I could reach through this screen and slap you, I would do it. But you can't be mad at ignorance. To quote the Dalai Lama, being mad at I'm paraphrasing, to be angry at ignorance, sorry, to be angry at ignorance is like being angry at a child for not knowing math, complicated math. And we have to take that into consideration. Most of the people who get their ideas about Islam get it from nowhere, just what they hear, and they get it from what they see these governments doing, like Saudi Arabia and stuff like that. But they've never met another Muslim. And you could say, yeah, okay, you're a hypocrite, dude, because you're telling us to go out and confront these things, but you're hiding your face. And that's true. I am a hypocrite, and then I admit to that. Honestly, if you're in the situation I'm in, I don't really know what to do. I guess I try and fight misconceptions as best as I can. I try and argue for the truth of Islam without really telling people that I'm Muslim. Try and tell them the beliefs and give them Quranic verses and stuff like that to back up my argument, but without telling them that I'm Muslim. And that tends to work, but I've never been called out on it, and I don't know what I'll do if I am. So yeah, I guess I am a bit of a hypocrite, but I really want to call on people who can be open about it to, this is your life, this is your culture, and your religious choice, and you shouldn't let bigots on either side hijack that. And by going out and being compassionate to people and kind and standing up for what Islam is really about, that will help us in the long run. And I'm sorry if if this is kind of a jumbled bit of ideas thrown out there. I've just kind of been sitting on this for a while, and so it's not as well thought out as my previous statements. But I hope you liked it anyway. So there you go. uh, oh, I'm gonna add something new to the end of each video. I'm gonna have a daily, well, not daily because I don't make my videos daily, but my suggestion, my video suggestion of the week or whatever. And today's suggestion is a book called we'll call it the ender the I don't know, whatever, the ending suggestion of the video. Today's suggestion is a book called Game Change. It's about the 2008 American presidential election, and it's they actually made a HBO movie about it, but they focused mostly on the Sarah Palin parts of it. Actually, completely on the Sarah Palin parts of it. But the book is really good. I suggest you go get it. It is written. Here's a copy of it. You can go find it at your local bookstore. It's written by John Haleman. Anyway, and Mark Halperin. I don't know how to pronounce the John guy's last name, but it's a really good book. I suggest you go out and get it. That is my suggestion of the video. Just to make it, I felt like I'd do this to kind of like change it up a bit, not always talk about religion or whatever. So yeah, go check it out. It's a really good book. It's very interesting. It's a New York Times bestseller, and it's actually really interesting if you want to kind of see how U.S. politics has evolved since the 2008 election, and it's kind of a good sneak peek into probably how the upcoming general election will be run with social networking and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope everyone has a good day, and I hope you enjoy this jumble of confused thoughts that I call a video. So peace out, everybody.